So it is not officially summer until the Steam summer sale goes live, and I don't know about you, but it is gross out right now. Like, it is hot where I'm at. And if it's hotter than 75 degrees out, as soon as I walk out the door, I start sweating. It's awful. So what better way to beat the heat than with some new games and at a discount? So today's video, I'm going to give you my top 5 RPGs of the Steam summer sale. And stick around to the end because then I have 3 games that are an honorable mention, and one is still an RPG, but the 2 others are not. So let's start with the first game, and it is Granblue Fantasy Relink. Hey, Editor Lion here. I just realized that all of the prices that I give are for the United States, so just in case, double check the price in Steam before you click Add to Cart. Thanks. Granblue is a fast-paced action RPG set in a richly detailed fantasy world full of sky islands, legendary beasts, and intense combat. The story is good, but it's very anime. I thought it ended like 3 separate times before it actually did. You can play the game solo or up to 4-player co-op. There is a large roster of characters to choose from, and each one is unique, offering a different playstyle. There are expansive skill trees for each character to further customize how they play, and even team-up attacks to coordinate with your team. So I don't understand why this game wasn't bigger, because it did everything right, and I had such a good time with it. It had an expansive endgame, had different loot to chase, and it even had free DLC that released that expanded boss fights as well as extra characters to play. So if you're into anime and action RPGs, I really think you'll have a good time with Granblue. Right now, it is on sale for $23.99. So if you really want to stay inside this summer, then check out the next game because you can put well over 100 hours into it, and that is Persona 5 Royale. Persona doesn't need too much of an introduction, but if you have been thinking about finally picking this game up, now is a great time. Royale features expanded story content, new characters, fresh locations, and stylish gameplay enhancements. This is a turn-based RPG with a side of monster collecting. This is one that I have yet to finish, but I swear one day I will. Maybe this summer, but you need to play Persona to get it, and the soundtrack alone is worth the purchase. Persona 5 Royale is currently on sale for $23.99. So covering threads of time and seeds of nostalgia, you can check those videos out on my channel too. But covering those made me want to play an old school RPG. So this is one that I'm going to pick up on this Steam sale, and that is Chained Echoes. Chained Echoes is an indie RPG that blends classic 16-bit aesthetics with deep, modern gameplay systems. Set in a war-torn continent of Valandis, this story-driven adventure follows a group of heroes on a quest to bring peace to a land fractured by conflict and ancient technology. This turn-based combat game offers a rich skill system, customizable mechs, and no random encounters. Chained Echoes delivers a nostalgic yet fresh experience for fans of the genre, and it is currently on sale for $16.24. Next up is another game that I covered on this channel, so I encourage you to go check out the video if you're interested in this game, and this is Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. So in short, this is a first-person RPG set well after the fall of King Arthur, and this game is awesome. It is well worth the money, and somehow it is on sale already. I had a real good time with it. I highly recommend it. Tainted Grail is on sale for $35.99. And for the final RPG on my list, this is one that is close to my heart and one game that I am completely biased on, but I absolutely love, and it is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is the second chapter in the epic Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, and it's hard to put into words what this game means to me. I still can't get over the fact that this remake is actually happening or what it's like to see these characters from their PS1 versions. Now is a great time to jump in because Part 3 has not been announced yet, giving you plenty of time to catch up. The combat is amazing with expansive skill trees for customization. Team-up attacks should be a feature that are in every RPG. The summons are insane, the music is incredible, the Queen's Blood card game is pretty fun, and the only thing that I didn't like is the amount of mini-games in Final Fantasy VII. I found those annoying, and when I saw they were tied to trophies, I no longer wanted to platinum the game. But you can avoid them for the most part, so it's not that big of a deal, but still annoying. Pick up Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade to start if you haven't already, and then pick up Rebirth. Rebirth is on sale for $41.99. So now on to my honorable mentions. So the first one is the RPG, and it is sticking with the Final Fantasy theme, and this is a game that I think is highly underrated, and it is Final Fantasy XVI. So I like to describe Final Fantasy XVI as Game of Thrones meets Attack on Titan. The combat is mid and not incredibly deep, and the exploration and zones are often forgettable, but the characters are well written and the story will grab you from the prologue. Final Fantasy 16 is also a lot darker than what you would expect from a Final Fantasy game, but I like that. The boss fights are some of the sickest I've ever seen in a game. Maybe not to play, but to watch. They are just absolutely over the top, and each one somehow outdoes the last. The story, characters, and the boss fights are enough to overlook the negatives of this game for me, so this is one for my honorable mentions. Final Fantasy 16 is on sale for $32.49. The second honorable mention on my list is Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a story-driven, single-player action-adventure game that lets you hang out with the Guardians. The combat is fast-paced, but the standout of this game is how well written the characters are and the story. Also, there is a killer 80s soundtrack. Guardians is currently one of the deep discounted games, so at $5.99, you can't go wrong with this one. So now for the last honorable mention, and this is one of my favorite action games. It is Nier Automata. If you have not played this game yet, then you still might know who 2B is. Nier masterfully blends fast-paced combat, haunting storytelling, and philosophical depth. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, overrun by machine life forms, you play as androids 2B, 9S, and A2 in a desperate battle to reclaim Earth for humanity. Featuring fluid hack-and-slash gameplay, multiple endings, and a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, Nier is everything you could want in an action game. Nier is currently on sale for $15.99. So that is my list for top RPGs of the Steam Summer Sale of 2025. Let me know in the comments what you think and what games you plan on picking up during the Steam Summer Sale. And if you enjoyed the video, then please subscribe to the channel. It helps me way more than you know, and it's just a simple click, and I greatly appreciate it. So until the next one, please be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and I will see you again very soon.